All right, we're all good to go.
Alrighty.
So let's get this pulled up.
Let's see. Do we know if Jen will be coming today?
She said that she wasn't going to make it, so.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So I can read number 1. We'll have a matched pair data. Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to go through each one, or is there specific questions, or how do you feel?
So I've completed the assignment. I had to rely on the answer sheet a lot. So I plan on tomorrow going back and like redoing the whole lesson just to make sure I understand it well. That's kind of how I learn best. I need to make sure I've read through it well enough. So I don't necessarily have specific questions to go over. If that makes any sense. I just do it on my own a little bit more.
That's fine.
I felt like this was the one that I actually kind of understood, and I got my answers on most of them. So I'm good, but when it comes to the group quiz, I probably won't be as good. So
same here. Okay. I get like deer in the headlights, and then I'm like, my answers are different than everybody else's.
I know, it's like so nice when you can compare, because you're like, oh, hey, I did type those numbers in right. I'm good.
Yeah.
But
that's funny.
Sana, is there any specific ones you want to go over?
I'm good.
I guess not necessarily. My struggle last week, I'm meeting with the TA this week because when I took the quiz, I missed the stuff on last week on the p-value, and I struggle when it comes to the margin of error. Like my numbers were different. So those questions I'm not going to be of any help if we have that today. So I'm not sure what I did wrong.
I know I struggled with that last week's too. Like it took me, and I had to like go back and like reread the lesson several times, and I still don't really have a good grasp.
I feel like sometimes I listen to those tutorials 3 times or more, just to grasp it.
Yeah.
I really like the videos. I'm really glad that they provide them.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes so much more sense when he's like doing it instead of just like reading it like paragraph by paragraph. Like, what? And then I watched the tutorial and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Me too. I'm a visual learner.
Me too.
Did you have any questions, Stephanie?
I think I'm okay for the most part. You guys just want to jump into the quiz and see how we do?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let me pull it up here.
All right, you guys all good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm making sure I have the files open.
I know that's what I was
like.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So, number 3. Suppose we have a set of paired data and let D equal X after minus X before. The null hypothesis is HO is equivalent to mean equals 0, and it's not equal to is the alternative. The population standard deviation is not known. Jordan collects a sample of size n equals 9 and computes R equals 2.2, and the standard deviation of population means equals 3.3. what is the value of the test statistic? So let's see. I swear I
So
wrote
now this is
down.
under one, is this one sample? Let's see.
So would that be like finding the z-score, but it's the t-score?
Yeah, so I think it'd be t equals d bar minus 0 over the standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
Can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I'm getting over a cold, so I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're
I
fine.
have the formula written down if that helps. Is this the right one that you were saying, Devaney?
Yeah, I think that's what she was saying.
Sorry, I have arrows drawn to everything so I can like translate it.
You're good. That's smart to do it that way.
It's okay. I wasn't going to hold mine up because that's exactly what mine is, but it doesn't look that neat.
So you got it? Okay.
So
Did
this
you get it? Do you still need it?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Just gonna calculate
2.2
it.
minus 0 over 3.3 divided by the square root of 9.
Okay, I'm sorry. Say that again. So we have 2.2
minus 0
0
divided by 3.3. And that's divided by the square root of 9.
Okay. There we go.
Okay. I got 2. I don't know if that's right.
Sorry, I'm still doing it. Give me one.
No, you're good.
Me too.
Yep, I got 2 also.
Okay.
I got 2.
Perfect.
So do we need to put 2.000 or just the whole number 2?
Well, it doesn't say to round, so I would just say 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never know.
I know, I hate
know.
I was so confused. And especially since when we met with the TA last week, there was one time where we weren't sure how many decimal points to do. And
Yeah.
she's like, you need to do this or else you'll get knocked off or get the points knocked off. And so I got really nervous for all the other stuff, but it'll be fine, I'm sure. Oh, this is my
Hi.
husband.
I'm looking.
He's an engineering major, so he does a lot of this type of stuff.
Oh, you're lucky.
You want
Hold
to
on.
join in on our meeting?
All right, hold on just a second.
You're good. Sorry, I don't know how to shut that off. You can probably hear that dinging every time I get a text. It does it,
No
but I
problem.
can't shut it off.
No problem.
I have 2 group meetings on Tuesdays. I have one at 6
Oh,
and I have
wow.
one at 8. And so it's my other group texting being like, hey, we can meet on my link or whatever. And so I'm like, okay. But now they're all
no problem. What class is that for?
communication essentials.
Oh.
I'll take that in a few semesters.
You'll what?
I was just looking at my grad plan today. I think I'm taking that, not this coming, but the following semester.
It's not too bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm only halfway through it, but it's pretty easy. I mean, and the speeches like aren't too bad.
Mhm.
But I don't. But anyway, sorry, not to. I'm getting a lot of text messages from people in my group, and I'm like, all right.
Cool.
We got our question 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 4. The probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than Jordan's test statistic, I have a hard time with that word, is 0.0403. Use this probability to determine the p-value for Jordan's hypothesis test. So when we use Excel for this, I'm pretty sure.
The probability. See, I don't know. That's probability of obtaining a test statistic greater the p minus value. Yeah, I would think so if we punch it all in, right?
Yeah, but I just don't know what information we're punching in because
Yeah.
Well, don't we use, because it says for above question 3, it gives us all the stuff for it, right?
Right, but for the Excel sheet, don't you have to have that whole list of data? So we don't have that for these questions.
Yeah.
Like all the variables.
There must be a formula.
You know, I'm trying to go back in my notes and see.
I think we can do it. I'm assuming if we just type in the mean and standard deviation, but maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe. I thought though you had to put in all of like the side information.
If there is a formula, then it would be, let's see, what formula?
Oh, so I have a note back from lesson 11 that says determine p-value based on test statistic, use applet. So I wonder if that would be the z-score. And then you would.
The T, do we use that T distribution applet up above?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
But to be honest, this thing confuses the crap out of me.
Me too, and I even asked the teacher about that. And she's like, oh, it won't be used on the other, tests and stuff. And here it's showing up on the quiz.
Okay, so
let's see.
Would that be the area then? The 0.4 whatever?
We put that in the area? I'm so
that
confused.
Would give us the z-score.
Well, we already found the z, like that's our.
Yeah, the 2.
Yeah. And we're looking for something greater than, I don't know.
Well, I mean, if it's, freak. Okay.
Let's see here. Probability of obtaining a test statistic greater than p-value.
Because if you put that into the probability applet, it says if you do the area of 0.0403, t equals 0.055. But I don't know.
And you're using the new applet with like the Irish flag?
Yeah. And I just put,
And how many degrees of freedom do you have at the top?
I just left it at 3.
Okay.
Because that's what it was normally.
Yeah.
But, okay, so.
Because I'm getting a different figure.
Really? What are you?
Yeah. So you had, oh, sorry.
Did you guys do this 0.0403 in the area? Because I put, it was our z-score 2.
Uh-huh.
And if we put 2 down below on the right side, isn't that how we do it? We only highlight the right corner.
I believe so,
It
because
gives
we're
me
looking for
zero.
something greater than, so we would
Yeah.
have the right side.
So
But-
the area gave me 0.0697.
That's what I have too.
But the thing with that is we have to use the number of 0.0403 somewhere.
Okay, so if we put that in the area, the number that I have then in the T box is 2.597.
Let's see. Oh, you know what? I was probably highlighting the middle. Let me try it again. Yeah, 2.597. So I don't know if that's what the answer would be.
That doesn't sound right to me.
The
The probability of obtaining a test statistic greater. Okay, I could be totally wrong, but do we use something like this where we do the probability? Because I have notes like probability applet, and then
I don't think we use those.
we don't use this on that one. I'm struggling what formula we have to plug in right here.
Okay, so in my notes, I have one that says compute the statistics, determine the degrees of freedom. It's n minus 1. Well, we said our n was 9, so degrees of freedom would be 8.
Okay, so if we change that, I have too many things open.
I know, I have so many tabs. And then.
So you're on the probability applet, did you say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we're just punching it in there.
Yeah, then determine the p-value. That's what's confusing me, is because the probability applet doesn't give you a p-value.
No. That's why I don't understand. Yes.
So
Okay, so this right, because hold on. Okay, so with the 8 degrees of freedom and the number 2 in our T spot, our T score, and just the right side shaded, the area now shows on mine is the 0.0403.
yeah.
So for the quiz, the probability of obtaining a greater, so the p-value, oh my gosh, I have no idea.
Well, that's the thing, is because, like, okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
It just confuses me without having the Excel spreadsheet, because that's always where you find, like, the p-value is on that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I think we can still use it, can't we? We just plug in the numbers we do have. We don't worry about the data on the left and see what it comes up with under the p-value column.
But I
We just
think
I don't know if you can do that, because normally it computes it off of the data.
Well, if we have the regular mean, standard deviation, and n, you know, in the top box, plug, they still, I think it's still.
Okay, let's give it a try. You may be right. Let's see.
So n is 9. Because on all my notes where it says to find degrees of freedom and p-value, I just have use Excel spreadsheet and to compute.
So
So
So according to the spreadsheet, with putting in the mean and the standard deviation and n, so the type of test we're wanting it to be greater than.
Well, since the null hypothesis is not equal to, I think we change the type of test to not equal to down there in that little, in the second
Not
box.
equal to?
I believe so, because that's what I have in my notes for,
But I think that just depends on the problem. If you put it as not equal to or less than. But
hypothesis lists not equal to 0, right?
say that again.
Population. Because up in the problem, it's lists the alternative hypothesis as not equal to 0. So that's where I got the not equal to.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, I have no argument against that. So,
Well, it's hard because I can see both of your guys' perspective, because in the problem it's greater than, but in our writing the alternative and null, it says not equal to. So I'm not sure.
I say we keep it as not equal to, since that's specifically listed as the alternative hypothesis, and that's the test that's being conducted in this problem.
I got 0.081.
That's what I got.
Okay, what did we even have? Okay, sorry. What did we have as the mean? That's where I'm confused.
That was listed in the problem
description. The D.
Here. So this is what I did. So I did 2.2 because that was the D bar, and then standard deviation of 3.3, then 9, 0 not equal to, and then that gives you this p-value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see. I have mine. I have 2.2, 3.3, 9. Is it 95% on yours?
That's what I left it at, because it doesn't.
Yeah, not equal to. My p-value came out as 0.0001.
Then you put in 2.2, 3.3, and 9.
Yeah, and then not equal to.
Are you on the 1 sample?
Yes.
Okay, and then 0.950 not equal to, and then you hit enter.
What is in your null hypothesis box? Minus 10. Oh, maybe that's what did it.
Because you're doing that it's equal to 0.
Yeah, okay, that's what I had wrong. So mine now came out as 0.0805.
Yep,
yeah, so and we're rounding.
0.81.
So .081. Let's hope we're right, ladies.
Good heavens, we'll see.
Well, I'm glad you realized that we could do that, because I don't know why, but it wasn't making any sense in my brain for some reason.
Yeah, because I think a lot of them, a couple of the ones we can do in the Excel sheet is what I have in my notes.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're on question 5.
Yeah.
Use the data file, data A1. Okay, so we cut and paste that, right? And then would it be a 2-tail test?
Yeah.
So okay, and then level of significance 0.10. Where do you guys put the level of significance on there? Be sure that the test does group 1 minus group 2. So did you guys keep the...
So with the level of significance being 0.1, does that mean that the confidence level would be 0.90? Because I feel like those are usually proportional. Like if the significance level is 0.05, the confidence level is always 0.95. Is that the case? Or am I just making
so with
that up?
it being 0.1, wouldn't it be 90?
That's what, yeah.
Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
I was still trying to copy and paste this. I have the worst luck with it working, with me copying and pasting it for some reason.
It's all good.
Let's see if I can get this to work here.
So you're saying you take the level of significance minus basically like 100%, let's say, and that's how you get it?
Yeah. So then it's not equal to, right?
Yeah. So do we put in different numbers for the mean standard deviation, or we don't need to worry about that, right?
Yeah, because it gives us it in the problem, I think, so we don't have to. Well, no, it doesn't.
No.
I don't think we have to add it in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. So for test statistic, which is question 5, is it the T number? I have 0.407.
Yeah, that's what I have.
So what spreadsheet are you guys using to do these?
The quantitative inference procedures.
Right, but which tab, like which sheet?
Oh, paired sample t-test.
So it's this one, and it has the variable 1, variable 2, and then the difference.
Right. I'm just trying to decide. Oh, I see. Just one second.
Okay. Let's see. Is it doing group 1 minus group 2?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what did you guys get for your T number?
0.407.
0 what? Sorry.
0.407.
Okay, that's what I got.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure.
So around 3 decimal places.
So for the p-value, it's 0.6887, so it'd be 0.689.
Mm-hmm.
0.9. What you guys said?
0.689.
9. Okay.
0.689.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the
What
null
is the correct
equal 0
decision?
does not equal 0.
So the p-value is greater than the level of significance.
So we fail to reject the null
Yeah,
hypothesis.
we fail to reject it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It always trips me up since that's a double negative
Yeah.
in this statement. And so, I mean, not technically a double negative, but failing and rejecting.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Suppose your alternative hypothesis is instead greater than 0. What is the correct decision based on the evidence? So
Well, then I think we just go in the spreadsheet and we change the little thing from not equal to greater than. Is that my understanding?
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that changes
Okay.
the p-value.
To 0.344, basically.
But I think
So
for
it's still greater than, right? Oh, wait. Yeah, it's still greater than the
the
point.
level of significance. Yeah.
But isn't this where you look at the confidence interval? And if it has 0 in it, then it's insufficient.
Yeah, because this is where it's the conclusion thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and find notes here. Say that again, Devaney, what you said?
I vaguely remember something on the video saying that you look at the confidence interval, and if 0 is in the confidence interval, then we have insufficient evidence or something. I remember it saying that, but I didn't write it down.
And by 0, do you mean like less than 1, 0, or
Just 0? Because like in that the Excel spreadsheet, it says confidence interval.
yeah,
Negative 100.8 to 162.
mm-hmm.
So there was like an example that the two numbers were both negative. So 0, like the actual number 0, wasn't in the confidence interval.
I see what you mean between those two numbers. Yeah. Okay.
I can't remember which way it is. I can't remember if there is 0. I'm pretty sure if it's 0, there's insufficient evidence that it's greater than, but I'm not 100% sure.
Sounds
I
good
don't
to
know if
me.
you guys remember that from the video.
I don't remember
No.
that. Which I should rewatch that. Which video was that one in?
That one was, I think, the second video that Brother Cromer or something like that
Yeah.
done on the textbook. And I just vaguely remember him saying something.
Oh, I do remember him talking about, but maybe that was where he was saying the hypothesis always equals 0. Is that what you're talking about?
No, there was a part
That
where
was something else. Sorry, I got it mixed up.
Yeah.
and he just talks about pulling the two numbers from the confidence interval. And I remember the example he had, there was 2 negative numbers in there, so 0 wasn't in the confidence interval.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wish I could remember what he said, which way it goes.
Well, your initial intuition was that it would be there's insufficient evidence that the mean of the differences is greater than 0, right? That was your initial thought.
It is, and if it's wrong, I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's all good. I say we go with
Well,
that.
that's okay.
Yeah. I have to go leave for a meeting at like 6:55.
Okay.
Okay.
So
If
we want to come back to that, we totally can. But I say we move on and see what we can finish.
Okay.
If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
Sure.
Should have mentioned that at the beginning.
Oh, no, fine.
Kind of forgot.
All right, so we'll do that one, and then let's see. So now we're going to use the B1 and find if n is greater, which is greater. So
Well, n's always greater, right? Because the degree of freedom is always n minus 1.
yeah, but it just depends on what the n is. Let's see, does it say what it is?
Well, so n should be 20. I think that in 22 is what I counted in that data.
And then the degree of differences is 21. Yeah.
because
Okay.
it's always one less than n.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
Are you fine? I'm like, that's the one thing I know.
So degrees of freedom is 20. And then what did you guys, let's see, N is,
So n is 22.
okay.
So to find the degree of differences, you do n minus 1. So it would always be that n is greater.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you guys good to go to 10?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
What is the p-value? Well,
Wouldn't it be 0?
yeah, 0.00. How far? I mean, it could be 0.001.
0, 0, 1.
So I'm
Round.
getting like completely different numbers in that spreadsheet.
Are you on the first one? Or I'm sorry, the second one, the paired sample t-test?
I am.
Okay. So
did you guys
does that look like
update the summary statistics box?
what?
Hold on, let me make sure I'm using the right data again.
Oh, I'm on 95%. Do we change that to 90 again?
Yeah, it should be 90.
Okay, and then greater than.
Would it be not equal to?
Let's see.
Because in the paragraph above question 9, it says the alternative is.
You're right.
Yeah.
So it'd be 0.001 still.
Yeah, that's what I put, right?
For
the p-value.
P-value, number 10.
I'm still getting my p-value in this spreadsheet. It says 0.674.
Mine says. Okay, read what you have in your confidence level. Is it on greater than?
It's on not equal to.
Oh, that's why. Change it to greater than and see if it changes.
It should be.
Well, mine's not equal to, and
it should be not equal to. Because that's what the alternative hypothesis is.
Not equal to. Well, then my p-value changes to 0.001215. Yeah.
So, Callie, does all the other numbers match, like your n and your t? This?
Hold on, let me. So it has my. Let's see. So the differences, the mean of the differences, mine's different than, those numbers are different than what I have.
I have those exact numbers also of.
Let me try and read.
Let me see. Are you able to screen share yours? Would that help?
I don't know how to.
So
do that.
We learned this last time.
Yes.
So I'll stop. So when you go into the Google Hangouts, there's like on the
far left
side, there's like a chat and then a screen share. It's like a green arrow.
Okay.
If you click that, then you should be able to choose what you want to screen share.
Let's see here. Let's see.
Yeah.
So this is what my spreadsheet looks like right now.
Oh, you know why? Because your top box has a mean, standard deviation, and N number in it. Ours is blank.
Does it have to? Because that's the data from below. Oh, okay, interesting.
But that's a different problem.
Yeah. So that might be.
No, that's the data that I had that it automatically calculated.
It shouldn't have calculated those.
I don't know why.
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
Interesting.
So
Well-
now you have the right numbers.
So we always leave that. When do we put data in that information or in
When
that
I
box?
don't have the data to enter on the side,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
but you are given the standard deviation and the mean and the n in the problem,
Okay,
not the
Yeah.
that makes better sense. Okay, so let me take this screen sharing off. Okay,
All right,
all
number
right, crisis averted.
10. What decision did you make? So let's see, level of significance is 0. So we would reject, right?
Cut out. Can you say that again?
Wouldn't you reject because the p-value is less than the level of significance?
Yes, we would.
Okay, cool.
Reject.
Yep, because
Yes.
0.001 is less than 0.01.
0.5. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Number 12.
So now we go in and just update the not equal to greater than.
Okay. So for that, the p-value decreased.
Yes, barely, but it did.
Yeah.
So,
So we still reject.
yes. So,
Based on your response from the previous question, what conclusion do you make?
so we have sufficient evidence that there is a mean difference
Between the two groups.
between the two groups.
Okay.
So that's the third one down,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
Okay, number 15. As we've seen, the p-value depends on the alternative hypothesis. In general, which alternative hypothesis will give the smallest p-value?
So wouldn't it be greater than?
Mm-hmm. That's what I thought.
All right, number 16. Determine the 95% confidence interval for the mean difference between the two groups using group 1 minus group 2. So what is the point estimate for the 95 confidence interval? So,
So for that, do we change the confidence level to
0.95.
yeah?
Now it's still on greater than, right?
I think so.
What is the point estimate?
I don't know if it matters what that is because I've going through the 3 options for the type of test and it doesn't change the confidence interval in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I have in my notes that basically the point estimate is the sample mean difference, the D bar. Is that right? That's not in our Excel, so I think this is a formula we have to do. But I could
Is
be
it
wrong.
is it not the confidence interval?
No.
Different numbers?
it's what is the point estimate for the 95% confidence interval?
Mm-hmm.
So the one that I have in my notes is x bar plus or minus t times s divided by the standard deviation. And I think, so what I think the point estimate would be the mean of the differences. So
That's what I have, is that the point estimate is the sample mean difference, where you take the average of all the numbers in the difference column. Is that right? But the part that confuses me is it says the 95%.
let's see. I'm gonna try something really quick.
Oh, I wonder if it's that.
It'd just be 11.955.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm wondering if that was the number. I was just about to say that.
Because it gives you the differences of the two groups.
Yeah. And it's that third box down there, 11.955.
The only thing that's messed me up is it doesn't say what decimal point to round to.
I know, that's what I was.
I would do the 3.
Okay.
Just in case.
So you guys are doing 11.955?
Yeah.
The whole number? Okay.
Okay. So number 17. So margin of error. So
no, I believe it's T times SD divided by the square root of N. Isn't that the margin of error?
Yeah.
Okay. So now,
T times standard deviation of the differences.
T is 373.
Square root of N, which is 22.
So the standard, the SD part of the formula, you have the 11.955, right?
No, that's the mean. I did the standard deviation. That's the next box over. That's the
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So did you use 15.003?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Once you have your equation right now, do you guys mind showing me that?
Yeah.
And then N is
22.
22. Okay, this is what I have. Let me see. Is that what you have, Devaney?
Yes. So.
And then I just got to put it in the calculator.
Did you see that all right, Callie?
I did, yes. Thank you.
Oh, wow. I got one of those long numbers.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, were you guys able to calculate it?
Well, I got 11.953, but I don't know if that's right.
I did too.
That's what I got.
I feel like we're missing a number, because originally, let me hold this up. The formula I have for that, for margin of error, if you guys can see, is T times. Did we forget the T part? Because I feel like we have.
So the T part is the
3 point. Is that the 3.7?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Good.
We got all that. Well, 95% confidence interval. I feel like we're supposed to use something like the number 0.05 or 1.96, but I'm used to last week's lesson where we had those numbers we had to plug in, off of that chart.
Yeah, but where you put the 95% in the Excel spreadsheet, you shouldn't have to use that.
True. All right, so you guys put 11.953.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, input lower bound. Well, that would be, do you guys have 5.303?
Yeah. And for the upper bound, I have 18.607.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this is it.
I'm scared, guys, to be honest.
What?
I felt like it was like almost like a little too easy.
I know, it's that Excel sheet helps.
Yeah.
We missed 15 and 17,
Oh, take it.
but that's okay. That's still a 90%.
Oh, wow, not too bad.
No,
The
not
one
bad
thing
at
with
all.
the margin of error that I'm wondering is, you know how it's the T star?
Yes, that's what I'm wondering.
I think that's just a symbol for multiplication, isn't it?
But there's two, because like when I wrote down, I don't know
Yeah,
if you see this.
that's what I have too on my formula for that. I have,
It says like T star and then times S over N.
yes.
Like 2. So I feel like there's something with that I gotta figure out. I gotta remember
Yeah.
what it is. 'Cause I
Gotcha.
have the critical value with N and the degrees of difference. So I gotta figure out that.
Yeah.
Figure out what that number is. I think that's what messed me up there.
Okay. I have to go to my meeting.
Oh, okay.
So
Sounds good. Maybe Thursday
Yeah.
we can all go over the final project that we all have to work on.
Oh yeah, good
Yeah.
idea.
We'll kind of cover some of that. Well, good luck
Okay.
on your meeting. Thanks,
All
guys.
right.
Are you going to retake the quiz or are you guys going to leave it as is?
I'm probably gonna leave it.
Yeah.
I won't have time tonight to retake it. So,
Sure.
but
I'm gonna see if I can figure out what the
yeah, if you figure it out, let us know.
yeah, I will.
Okay.
All righty. Take
All right.
care.
See ya.
Bye. I'm wondering if